Hi, welcome to the channel today. Today we're going to do a kind of a quick walkthrough through the in-ground garden part of my garden. And first thing is these are potatoes, and they're doing really, really well. But they're starting to get weeds. So I use the hoop hoe, and just go around here and just knock these weeds out like that. It's pretty easy. Just don't knock the heads that's coming up, but that's as long as you stay ahead of them. Like I say, that's just as easy as can be. If you let these things get away from you, they are a real pain. And ones like that starting to get away from you, they'll still pop out really easy. And just keep it roughed up. We did get some rain last night, and like I say, this is here starting to really take off. The big areas in here I can always get with a wheel hoe, but that's just kind of way. I think you're supposed to actually go back and forth like that, but I usually don't. But anyway, I'll be doing that hopefully before we get the next rainfall, because the next rain will get things where you can't, it gets away from you. But anyway, that's that. The other thing I was going to show you, this here is starting to put out the buds, so I put out the blooms. This is the Asian pear, I believe. Same thing with this one. Now, one thing I was going to show you, and every pear that I bought is supposed to be fire blight resistant. And this one on the end, I think it's called Golden Boy, if I remember right, from way back. See all this dead bark? That's fire blight. So it's going to take this tree out pretty soon, because I mean maybe I'll take it out now. I don't know, because it can pass on stuff. And actually, I didn't trim it up good. That branch there shouldn't be there. I should have cut that out. But that's what it looks like, or canker or something has hit it, and not much you can do about that. Over here is my figs that I planted last fall. They're not looking good at all. And this one over here, it died back to the ground, and I think the frost got it. So I think it still may come out, but it was starting to come up in the frost. We had that heavy frost, and it knocked it back. So it's not looking well. Over here, I'm planting my corn, and this is gonna be my sweet corn. I planted 5 rows. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just planted about 20 foot long, and this is where my sweet corn is gonna be. Something walked through this. Hopefully it's a cat, not a rabbit. Neighbors do have a rabbit, which I don't mind rabbits. I don't mind cats. This over here is where I'm going to plant my field corn to make my cornbread and stuff like that. Grind it with a grain mill. And in this area over here, probably going to plant the watermelons. And get that up. And I got the watermelon started. I grow watermelons, may put some more squash in here too. And that over there is where I'm going to plant my beans. So that's how I plan ahead on my gardening. I start planting stuff, think, okay, this will fit here, this will fit there. I do try to rotate it, see how that goes. I do have the row of onions here, row of onions there. They're doing pathetic. But can't win on everything. Come through here. I did go ahead, and I haven't picked all this stuff up, so everything's junky. I did go ahead and string up another row of, these are indeterminate tomatoes, and went ahead and put the Florida weave on them too. And I put up a second row, 2 up, so about 2/3 the way down. Bugs get my eyes. They're putting on the second, and that's what you have to do. You have to keep it up. You have to keep the things done up. If you don't get too far, what happens is those plants start laying over, and then you can't get it tight. So you're trying to keep them up, and that's kind of the downfall of these. Over here, and hopefully this tree does something. This will be the last year. If he doesn't do something, I'm just going to give up on him. All that's growing good on my citrus. These blueberries are the poncas. They're a little bit later, and they're just now starting to put up their blooms and stuff. And I got a grapevine growing up through here from way over there. I got to get it under control. I've got to take these plums out because this is a Chickasaw plum. It's going to try to take over everything, so I'll have to trim those out. But main thing I was going to show you over here is this is the Primark Freedom. This is the trellis I got up for them. They're looking really nice, starting to put on the berries. Lots of blooms. So if you want to, that's a good setup for them. You just kind of keep them tied into this. And then this stupid trumpet vine, you got to try to keep back. People actually plant that in some places. I don't know why. And then you see the really pretty blooms on my Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know if you can see it from here. The Jiu-Jitsu lemonade tree. So it's going to make some. Probably not as much as it made last year, but still going to make a good bit. And this here is where I planted some of my squash. I threw this up here. This has nothing to do with square foot gardening. It's trying to just keep my chickens out of here in case one jumps the fence and comes in. I'm trying to deter them. So far, I don't think they've come in, but a freaking squirrel has. That's a squirrel right there, or rats. Anyway, one thing I'm going to try to do, I'm going to move this planter here and move it over there. The reason being, I got to noticing these trees have gotten bigger. That's not getting a whole lot of shade. I can put it over there and I'll get more sunlight. So anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing with it. I'll keep you updated, and thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you next time.